to Gautam Mehra of PwC because we just talked about several of the parameters where we've seen a significant improvement. But Gautam Mehra, let's talk about the areas where the government is now hopeful of doing even better to ensure we move up to the top 50, perhaps as early as next year or the year later. One, on enforcing contracts. Yes, while we have seen an improvement in the overall rank, 172 was the last ranking, and we're now at 164. But there are devils in the detail there. And even when it comes to things like construction permits, our ranking has only marginally improved from 185 to 181. Starting business, we're actually down a notch from 155 last year to 156. Even on cross-border trade, we've actually lost a little bit of ground. So those will now clearly be the focus areas for the government going forward, Gautam Mehra.
Absolutely. And as you rightly mentioned, Shireen, and pointed out to the viewers, the biggest gainer in all of these 10 areas has been on the paying taxes front. I sense the increased use of technology has contributed significantly to this jump, because as we were speaking yesterday, if you take the issue of tax refunds, there has been a huge improvement in terms of these getting electronically processed and hitting your bank account in a larger number of cases. I'm not saying we're over the hill. So the point is, what learnings can we take from these 2 or 3 areas where we've seen huge improvement to the areas where, you know, there has been very little or less change. So some of these cases will see an improvement next year. I think, as the FM was rightly mentioning, on setting up a company, it now technically takes, what, 24 hours to be able to register a company. A far cry from the 45 days that you used to take earlier. We will see some of these. I think that the piece on you know, enforcing contracts is a more difficult one to play out, because it just deals with, you know, the whole system of litigation in this country.